headlines come first for a reason. And the reason I have it as the first one is that it is the first and most important. So to quote David Ogilvy, once you've written your headline, you've spent 80 cents of your advertising dollar, right? And so that means that the vast majority of people will only see the headlines in whatever it is that you make. And it almost feels unfair that a headline is just a phrase or one word or one question, but it is also the thing that is ultimately going to get the most people to, or have the biggest lever on whether your advertisements do well. So think about it like this, because it's the law of small numbers, which is if you go from, let's say, a 1% click-through rate to a 3% click-through rate, you triple the amount of people who are also going to see everything else that you have. And so there's very little things that happen in the rest of the entire funnel that have the ability to triple. Sometimes you get 20% lifts, 50% lifts. That'd be a monster split test. But a banger or killer headline can absolutely outperform the control by 2, 3, sometimes 5x, right? That is why it's so important. And it feels unfair because it's so short. But the thing is the best advertisers, the more they've been doing it, the more they obsess on the hook. They obsess on the headline because they know that's where the money's at, right? Like if you have a winning hook for your ad campaigns, you keep using it to death and you try and beat it. And so here's some of the things that I write down, which is curiosity is king, different is ideal, and sexy works. And never run an ad without a headline. Because the thing is all ads have headlines. There's just bad ones and good ones. Because if you don't write a headline, you do have a headline. It's just not very good. And so fundamentally, the headlines serve to give us a different wrapping paper for the same offers. And you want this headline to be so powerful, and I like this visual, it grabs the reader by the throat.